Um, yeah, let's get started. I'm excited for this one. So, yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back. If you're watching this on the YouTube replay, I really appreciate you. We're quickly going to do a stock portfolio update. Then we'll get into some of the stock analysis. I got a stock in particular I want to go over first. But let me do a quick stock portfolio update. Every stock is red on the day in here, except for our one nuclear energy stock. The nuclear stocks are going really green right now because Trump just signed a bill. He wanted to fast track nuclear energy facilities and reactors in the US. And here's us year to date, by the way. I just like being transparent. We're up 1.2% year to date. Pretty actually good. We're beating the S&P. Our Roth IRA, not so much, though. We're down 3.5% year to date in here. We actually started our Roth IRA exactly. Wait, is that exactly 1 year ago? Hold on. May 23rd? Wait, hold on. I started it May 23rd. That's exactly a year ago. Yeah, exactly a year ago I started my Roth IRA. That's kind of funny. Anyway, here's all the stocks that I own in here. I got Kroger, Main Street Capital, some probably stocks you've never heard of before. Again, it's only $1,000 Roth IRA, but it's cool. That's like the 1 year update. Exactly 1 year ago I made this, and well, we're down 1.56%. But what's cool is this match that the IRA gives you. Anyway, let's go look at our other portfolio. So we have our buy and hold account right here. So once I buy a stock in this account, I pretty much try and never sell it. And we're up 0.25% on the day. Not too bad. Mainly from Comfort Systems. They're up 1.6% on the day. It's like a mixed bag in here. Again, not financial advice. Yo, what's up, Catherine? How's it going? And then we finally have our risk on portfolio. So check this out right here. Let's see how we're doing in here. So all time we are down 1% all time in here. Here are some of our winners like Dave, Disney, Robinhood, but then we got some big losers like Zoom, UiPath, AMD, and In-Phase Energy has been getting hurt recently. So yeah, you got to be careful. Let's see. Thoughts on CELH? Oh yeah, Celsius. Yeah, dude, I just had an Alani. Ooh, dang, Deckers Outdoors is down 19%. But let me go to my zero debt watch list. Um, they're actually in here. So if I go to Celsius right here, Celsius, they're that energy drink company, and they just acquired Alani. If you've heard of Alani before, I actually just had one. It was like a peach ring flavor. It was really good. But what's good is they're now gonna bring back their growth because the sales are down 7% year over year. If you're wondering like why is the stock down so much from $90, because they lost their growth. Sales are down 8% year over year, and the net income even went negative. But since they have such a great balance sheet, they decided to acquire Alani. That should bring some growth back, which is cool. So yeah, that's what I like about them, the no net debt, but the valuation's still a little high on them. But it's not too terrible. Yo, what's up, Jeff Mack? How's it going? I think Sprouts is going up. Yeah, dude, Sprouts Farmers Market. This is like a grocery store. Yeah, check that out. Um, yeah, this is like a staple, grocery store. People in a recession still go to grocery stores, and I think Americans like to go to the healthier grocery stores like a Sprouts Farmers Market. So that's why I like this one right here. The best part about Sprouts Farmers Market and why the stock has gone up so much, like here's why it looks like Nvidia stock. It's because of this margin expansion. If we look at their net margin, they grew at 33% year over year, literally all-time high net margin for Sprouts Farmers Market. So grocery stores, you really want to look at their net margin because it's usually a really low margin business, but they're at 8%. So, hey, not bad. And then, oh yeah, Instacart. Yeah, so dude, this is that food delivery or actually grocery delivery service. Ticker symbol cart right here. Maple Bear's the parent company. So let's check out the free cash flows of this company. So yeah, wow, record free cash flow, 280 million in the most recent quarter. They're making easy 100 million of net income a quarter. Very strong balance sheet. I think this is a debt-free company as well. You know what? I'll add Instacart to the debt-free watch list. So yeah, and look at that. The stock's pretty close to an all-time high. They kind of do what Uber does, but just for groceries. Yo, what's up? Leo said NAKA stock. I've never heard of this one. Sorry if I said your name wrong, Dad. This one looks really risky. Let's check it out though. So the whole company's worth 135 million. So very small market cap. I wouldn't buy this one. They're down 10% on the day. So the whole company's worth 135 million. And look at this. There's no data. They don't sell anything. Or there's just no data. I just don't. I'd be super careful with that company. Congrats if you own them because it looks like they've done pretty good. Palantir Technologies, check them out on a fundamental. Yeah, dude, Palantir, great buy and hold company. So, oh yeah, we'll look at what's up, no name. We'll look at SoFi after this. So look at Palantir. Stocks literally at an all close to an all-time high right now. They're like everything investors love. Their AI, their government. Look at this. The government is now 50% of their business, and the government revenue is up 45% year over year. This company is just growing tremendously. The commercial revenue is up 33% year over year. They're growing their growth rate, and great news. So that's why there's a lot of hype around this company and their unleveraged balance sheet. They have no debt whatsoever and $5 billion of cash. So Palantir is a nice one, and they're printing net income. So that one looks like a good buy and hold, but the valuation I know right now is a little high on Palantir. So it's a little tough buying them right now. Yo, what's up, Ravi? But let's see. Oh yeah, SoFi Technologies. So if I go back over here to my risk on portfolio, I do own some SoFi. I got 24 shares of SoFi Technologies right here. And this is a fintech right here. You know what? Let me go back over here. Let me show you why SoFi deserves all the hype around them. So if we look at this right here, they're a fintech. Look at their financial services business. It's literally at a record up 101% year over year. I mean, incredible growth there. So the business is literally doubled. And if we look at the lending revenue, it's also up 25% year over year. So their main two segments of business are growing like crazy, and people can take them serious. SoFi is making net income every quarter. This is a profitable company. Just a year ago, they were losing like 100 million a quarter. It was tough to buy them. But now I just love the growth of their fintech. Yo, what's up, Edzilla? What's up, dude? Good to see you. DD said, in phase energy, yo, that's my solar play. I'm down bad on them. So if we go to our bigger losers down here, I just like being completely transparent. I feel like no other TikTok does this, but here's in. Oh yeah, if you want to hit the follow button, I appreciate that. We just go live every day, twice a day. But here's in phase energy right here. Stocks at like an all time low right now, which isn't great. And that's because of the Trump's new bill like excluded solar from tax incentives now, which isn't great for the future of in-phase energy. So this is one it's tough to buy them right now. They also just kind of lost their growth. The net income's coming back, but it even went negative. It's still down from 2023. So I'm not adding more to my in-phase position. I've been in and out of this one. Like I sold all 4 shares that I had at 194, and then I bought back in at $60. So I've had a long history with in-phase energy. Yeah, if you guys got any stocks you want me to look at, let me know. I'm reading the YouTube chat first, and then the TikTok stream. So let's see here. Um, Lee's in the house. What's up, Lee? Is this a buy? I'm not sure what we're talking about. What do you think about Novo Nordisk? Yo, what's up, Todd? Hope you're having a good day, dude. So here's Novo Nordisk. This is the weight loss prescription company. So if you've heard of Ozempic before, Ozempic, they actually own that. And look, 95% of the revenue is from their obesity care products. And they have a nice yield. You get a 2.4% dividend yield with this company, which is pretty good. And if we look at this right here, the net income, look at this, it's so solid. They're making like 4 billion of net income every single quarter. So yeah, they're actually doing pretty great. So yeah, if you guys got any stocks you want to look at in the YouTube chat, let me know. So I'll show you real quick right here some of my larger holdings right here. Oh yeah, we can look at AMD real quick too. So let me pull up AMD actually. They're on our bigger loser list too. So if we go to AMD down here, we are down 12% on AMD right here. So yeah, I'll show you what I love about AMD though. The reason I really like this stock, I'll show you this right here. Yeah, yeah, dude, Nadeem, my TikTok stream just got taken down. I legit don't know why, and I'm sure live access suspended. View details. Oh yeah, they took, yeah, dude, my account's like banned on TikTok now. Isn't that just great? So it like doesn't exist. If you look up my account on TikTok, they like really just took it down. So oh well. I gotta log into my second account, but let me go look at AMD really quick, then I'll get to that. So the thing I really like about AMD is oh geez. I gotta So AMD, this is like Nvidia's competitor. All right, wait. I'm logging into my second TikTok account, but I gotta go confirm I gotta go log in on Gmail real quick. So just give me 10 I appreciate y'all still being here. Yeah, we're about to get back to the program. We'll be right back to it in 10, 9. Come on, Gmail. Can you load it faster? Okay, there we go. So yeah, TikTok just banned my live, and so I gotta go log into my second account. Oh well, anyway, we're back here. AMD, here's that stock right here. Um, yeah, oops. So if we go right here, look at the GPU market share right here. They have a 16% PC GPU market share, which is pretty nice. And this is a main data center play. So if you don't have any data center stocks, I like AMD as one because half the revenue literally comes from data centers now. And all right, go live. Comment to stock. All right, there we go. All right, we're live on my second TikTok account. Hopefully, That one doesn't get taken down, I pray. But anyway, yeah, the data center business is up 57% year over year on AMD. So yeah, if you guys got any stocks you want me to look at, let me know in the YouTube chat. I'll check them all out first. I appreciate y'all for still being here. PLNT. Oh yeah, Planet. Oh, Planet Fitness, yo. This is the gym right here. This company, they don't pay a dividend, but they do a lot of buybacks, and that's why the stock has done so good. So while gyms like really get hurt in a recession, I mean, people still pay for that subscription, or some people forget to cancel. And we can look at this right here. Look at their franchise revenue. Let's see how that's doing. So this is all high margin for them, their franchise revenue. And look at that. It's doing great. It grows double digits. It's up 10% year over year. So there's also Lifetime Fitness. Here's their corporate owned stores. Let's see how that's doing. So hey, that's up 9% year over year. Not too bad on Planet Fitness. And look at that. They're making like 40, 50 million of net income every quarter. So hey, that's actually not too terrible. They're making a lot of net income. So hey. I was asking about Novo Nordisk, then it ended. Yeah, you. Oh, let me go back to them. Yeah, I do. I apologize. Let's go back to Novo Nordisk. Yeah, so this is the company that owns Ozempic. It's the weight loss prescription company, and yeah, 95% of the revenue comes from that. And if we look at the net income right here, it's really great. They're making 4 billion of net income every quarter. They partnered with Hims. And they're getting most of the benefit, and they have a 2.5% dividend yield that grows. So I actually like that one as a dividend play. They're not a U.S. company though, so yeah. Oh, what's up, Luffy? How's it going, dude? He said Taiwan Semiconductor. So yeah, TSM. This is like Nvidia chip. They make the 5 nanometer wafer chips. And check this out. You get a 1.3% dividend with this company, which is pretty good. 1.3% dividend yield. So, Nvidia, you don't get a dividend with that one. AMD, you don't get a dividend with that one. But with this one, you do. And look at their market share. It's literally growing. They have a 67% wafer market share, and they make those small wafer chips. And look at the net income. This is honestly the best part. They're making 10, 12 billion of net income every single quarter. I mean, that's really impressive. They're really making a lot of net income. So I do like that about Taiwan Semi. And the stock has done pretty good. You get the nice stock price appreciation on them as well. So yeah. And here, I'll show you my portfolio real quick. Yeah, if you guys got any stocks you want me to look at, let me know. Here's my main taxable account on the day. We're almost green, actually. Look at that. We're only down 0.01%. Let me go compare that to the SPY real quick. So, yeah, the S&P is down zero point 0.7. NVIDIA's down. Qs are down 1. There was a news that Trump is putting a 50% tariff on the EU, just like everything EU. So yeah, here's our portfolio on the day. Every stock is down in here except for Constellation Energy and McDonald's. Yo, I do like McDonald's as like a royalty real estate company that does good in a recession. McDonald's is recession resilient, which I like. So yeah. Good afternoon. Yo, what's up, Josh? Good afternoon, man. Hope you're doing good. Oh yeah, yo, thanks for being a member, Jeff. Let's see. CVNA. It's Carvana right here. So look at Carvana. Wow. So this company originally was going bankrupt. They were priced for bankruptcy. They burned all the bondholders. The stock went to $5. And then they got bailed out. They went from $5, and Carvana is now a $300 stock. I mean, that's incredible. And that's because they're finally making some profits. If we go to their net income down here, look at that. Wow, that's a great quarter. 370 million of net income. So that's a lot of dollar hollers. And yeah, the revenue's up 38, net income's up to 400 million. So I'm surprised. This is normally an industry I'd like to stay away from, but now this net income is very great. So yeah, I do like that. Oh, great. So, dude, there's never a nice thing. It says my live contains regulated goods, so your content's being restricted and it's not eligible for recommendation. Thank you, TikTok. Actually, I might just reset the stream right here. I wonder if that'll even work. If I can end it and restart it. Yo, I'm gonna reset the TikTok stream, and it's gonna start again in like just 1 minute here. So I'll be right back. Yo, well then we'll look at DLO. Yo, what's up, Ricky? Said DLO stock. So yeah, I'm gonna reset the stream really quickly. So yeah, hey, what's up? K-Dude, what's up, man? So let me look at DLO really quickly. Good to see you. Yeah, dude, TikTok just can't. I'm unable to stream now. Like it's crazy. All right, there we go. The stream is restarted. Anyway, let's see here. Um, talking is now regulated good, dude. Apparently. So I don't know what D local is. Let's check out the dividend right here. They don't pay a dividend. Let's see, transaction revenues. So hey, so there's some kind of transaction revenue company. It's at an all-time high actually, the transaction revenue, and they're making net income every quarter, like 30, 50 million of net income a quarter. So they're a very profitable company. Yeah, I see why people like this one, but the stock has not done too good. Stock's close to like an all-time low, which isn't great. I'm almost green on the day somehow. Hey, that's what's up, dude. I'm green in this portfolio. We're up 0.5% in this portfolio. If we go to the Robinhood account right here, we just turned green on the day, just barely green. We're up 0.05%. Yeah, this is my dividend growth portfolio. All these are dividend growth stocks like Meta, Google, United Rentals. United Health has been getting beat up. This is our big loser. We're down 25% on them, and they just can't catch a break. I mean, they just keep on going lower. So, I'm not really looking to allocate more to them. Do you have any clue why CEG spiked up so much? So, yeah, Constellation Energy, Trump just signed a bill. Look at this. This stock is up 42% on the month. By the way, this is the purest nuclear energy stock play. They own 50% of the U.S. nuclear energy reactors, but Trump just signed a bill where he wants to speed up nuclear energy reactors, like get them up and running quicker. And I sent up all the uranium stocks. So uranium has been going nuts today, and the nuclear stocks. Unfortunately, Constellation Energy didn't go up too much, but if we look at all the uranium stocks, which uranium powers, um, nuclear. Look at all them like UEC. UEC bought like a uranium mine from Rio Tinto for like 500 million back in the day. So anyway, yeah, those are UUU. Those are all the uranium stocks. Anyway, oh yeah, Rick, what's up, dude? I appreciate you coming back. Let's see. I'll look at DLO for you. So yeah, this was a transaction payment processor, and they just did a 52-cent special dividend. So they're making so much net income that they decided to pay out 50 cents in special dividends, which is like a whole year of net income. So I'm not too sure. Uh, well, that's all right. Well, look at this right here. They're super profitable. They're making easy like 30 to 50 million of net income a quarter. So yeah, very profitable company, and they just paid that special dividend. What about the free cash flow? The free cash flow is a little choppy, but overall nice. Unfortunately, the stocks are like an all-time low. I'm not too sure why, but DLO seems pretty solid. A dividend for CEG sometime next week. Hey, yes, sir. We get that payment. Picked up 4 shares of SCHG. SCHG. Oh, so let's see. This is the the U, the U.S. large cap growth ETF. So yeah, this one I think has performed a little better than the S&P 500. 40 billion of assets under management. Yeah, if we go to the top holdings, it's mainly just the large caps. Top stocks by market cap: Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple, Amazon, Meta, Google, Tesla. So yeah, Visa's 2.3% of the business. That's pretty interesting. Visa's really nice. Warren Buffett just bought Visa. I just made a TikTok about Warren Buffett's most recent purchases. If y'all saw that. Anyway, if we go, let's look at his Q1 buys. So Warren Buffett has been up to some stuff. He's been buying MasterCard, Visa, Kroger, VeriSign, DaVita, Chubb, Kraft Heinz. So yeah, that's Buffett's portfolio. Yo, what's up, What15? How's it going? Yo, Fernie said LTRY. Let's check this one out. So LTRY. Okay, a lot of people have been talking about this stock recently. I wonder why. I mean, they've done pretty decent. I mean, look at that. The stock's up the past couple of days, but they're only a $50 million company. This could be a fun little swing trade or something. I don't think this is a great buy and hold for the long run. Let's see. So they only lost 3 million of net income this quarter. So I guess that's the good news here. They only lost 3 million of revenue, and the revenue was only 200,000. Or sorry, they lost 3 million of net income, and the revenue was 200,000, and the sales fell 14%. So nothing's blowing me away here. I do wonder why the stock has rallied so much. Maybe there's some kind of like short squeeze, or I don't know. Thoughts on SMH as well? Yeah, if you guys got any stocks you want me to look at or ETFs, I'll check them out for you. But we'll be live later today too. I have to go fix my TikTok account and stuff. So here's SMH right here. So this is the VanEck Semiconductor ETF. So if you don't know what to buy, like if you're like, I don't know whether to buy Nvidia, Taiwan, Broadcom individually, well, now you can just buy the ETF that owns all of them. If you don't know which one to individually pick, and it pays a small but nice dividend. Because I own AMD, for example, we're down bad on AMD. Not too bad, we're down 11% on them. But AMD is my exposure to the industry, and AMD doesn't pay a dividend. So that's the unfortunate part about AMD. But they do buybacks, which makes up for it. But I know I like Taiwan Semi for the buybacks and Broadcom. So yeah, someone said Adele said ticker symbol O, Realty Income. So yeah, this is Realty Income right here. They're in the S&P 500. They're known as the monthly paying dividend stock because check this out. They actually pay you a dividend every single month. So if you buy one share of this stock, you get paid 26 cents every month for the rest of your life, or assuming they never cut it, but yeah, it just grows very nicely, Yeah, 5.8% dividend yield on Realty Income. It's pretty nice. But unfortunately, you're not going to outperform the market in the long run with this one because look, if we look at 2019, this stock is lower than it was in 2019, but you still get the 6% monthly paying dividend, which is pretty cool. What's the point of Nvidia paying a dividend if it's so small? Yeah, I agree with that. I guess Nvidia will grow it a bunch in the future. The thing is, Nvidia's dividend is so small because they've had so much stock price appreciation. I guess they used to have like down here, they had a 1 to 2% dividend down here, and then yeah, then it 10x. Like the stock literally in 2019. In 2019, wow, the stock was $6 in 2019, and now it's, stock split adjusted, and now it's 131. So the yield used to be, 10x higher than what it is today. And here's what I like about Nvidia. Look at their PC GPU market share. You get an 18% GPU market share with this company. They're an automotive business. They're getting revenue from like WeRide, and we can see their computer networking business. This is why Nvidia has literally 10xed. In 2020, the sales were 3 billion. Now it's 116 billion. Literally just in the most recent quarter, Nvidia did 36 billion of revenue. I mean, that's why Nvidia deserves all the hype around them. And not just revenue, but after tax profit, net income. This is what's crazy. I like looking at the fundamentals here. Nvidia literally made 22 billion of net income just in the most recent quarter, up 80% year over year. At that growth rate, what's it going to be this time next year? So Nvidia is a great growth company, and we can check out Nvidia's portfolio because Nvidia is so big that they own some individual stocks, and they bought the CoreWeave dip. So yeah, 90% of their portfolio is in CoreWeave. Then they own some ARM, APLD, and WeRide. Remember, their automotive revenue is going up because they partner with WeRide. Unfortunately, this stock's at like an all-time low. This was a pure pump and dump. This is a Chinese company. Don't buy them. Nvidia took a stake. Stock goes to 40, and now it's at $9. So anyway, that's Nvidia's portfolio. We can see, super investors just had to report their portfolios. So yeah, we can see like Kathy Wood's portfolio and stuff. Kathy Wood's portfolio is not done too good. So let's see, QQQM or VGT. So I like QQQM, but let's check out what VGT is. This is the information. Oh, so this is basically the QQQ. Just d- they just don't word it that way. So yeah, if we go to the top holdings, it's actually not. It's not the QQQM. Different strategy, but yeah, it's Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Broadcom. Then it's some interesting companies like a Salesforce, Palantir, Oracle, Cisco. Yeah, hey, if you want to get this app, it's in the link tree in my bio. I think it's like the fourth link there or something. But yeah, any thoughts on SYTA? What's this one right here? Oh yeah, here's my portfolio, by the way. Don't listen to me. This ain't financial advice. You could, lose a lot of money like I did right here on this stock. So let's see, SYTA stock. So this is Sayata Mobile. So the stock is at an all-time low right now. That is very unfortunate. But they have had a nice rally the past couple of days here. Looks like there's some volume. So only a $30 million company. So very small market cap here. $30 million company. Rugged devices. So let's see. Looks like their annual sales were doing pretty good, but let me go to the net income. So yeah, they're losing net income every quarter. The sales are only up 5%. I mean, nothing's really blowing me away here. I mean, they're just such a small company. I mean, they've already had a lot of momentum. $30 million company, and they lose like 10 million a year. Hopefully, it maybe it's trending. It'll trend and get better. I don't know. Yeah, nothing's really blowing me away there. I don't know. It could be a fun swing trade though. ADT stock. Oh yeah, what's up, Luke? We'll look at Rolls Royce as well. So yeah, here's ADT. What's this one? So this is a 6-7 billion dollar company. The stock's kind of just been flat for a couple years, but let's check out the dividend here. So yeah, you get near 3% dividend, which is pretty cool. Near 3% dividend yield. Monitoring and related services. So yeah, that's probably why the stock is flat. The revenue is just flat right here. Um, and if we look at the net income right here, yeah, they're losing, or no, they're making like 100 million of net income a quarter. So I see why people like this. They're making easy 100 million of net income every quarter. So that's the good news there. And yeah, So yeah, they can easily afford the dividend. The cash from operations is like 500 million a quarter. So State Farm owns Google. Wow. Google is the third largest shareholder of this company. Look at that. Google owns 6.6% of this stock. So I guess if you own Google, which I do, you technically own a little bit of this company. Yeah, Google and Amazon, they all own some individual stocks. Yeah, South Pacific. I don't know what to do anymore. TikTok, I don't even say anything wrong either. That's the thing, South Pacific. Yeah, TikTok just took down my live stream on both accounts. So yeah, I might just have to quit TikTok now. Like they don't help me in any way. So I don't know what to do about that. But hey, um, yeah, appreciate y'all being here on the YouTube stream. I'll have to go get that fixed. Oh, I got my coffee next to me. I forgot about that. So anyway, yeah. We are slightly green on the day now. Look at that. We're up 0.04%, mainly from Constellation Energy. They're the only stock that's up in my portfolio. Yeah, dude, maybe I need to go to Rumble. I got some Rumble stock as well. And dang, yeah. So yeah, both of my TikTok accounts are literally just banned right now and don't exist. That's just fantastic. Um, yeah, anyway, what were we looking at over here? MSTY. Oh yeah. Oh, I was talking about Rumble. Yeah, I own some Rumble stock. I got 10 shares of Rumble. This is such a risky company though. Please don't buy them unless you're swing trading them with a very small amount of money. That's what I'm doing. I'm just swing trading them. I already sold a lot of my position. Look at that. Sell, 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 sell. I've been selling a lot of my position at $7. And what's it today? It's at $9. So I didn't time it too perfect there. But oh yeah, let's go look at MSTY. So that's literally just the leveraged Bitcoin ETF right here. So basically, whenever Bitcoin goes up, this goes up even more. And this is MSTY, not MSTR. So this is the MicroStrategy covered call ETF. So basically, this ETF just sells calls on Bitcoin, and that's an asset you really want to sell calls on because of the high yield. So yeah, you get 140% yield here, which is crazy, and it's probably unsustainable, but they just sell calls on Bitcoin, and that gives you high premium. So yeah, if you're not going to outperform the market in the long run owning a MicroStrategy just because they sell calls, but you maximize your dividend income with that one. Main Street Capital is up somehow. So yeah, Main Street Capital, they're kind of a bit recession resistant as well. Let's actually check them out. So yeah, here's my Roth IRA on the day. We're up 0.38%. And yeah, look, Kroger's up on the day. Kroger's a grocery store. They're recession resistant. Whenever we go into a recession, Kroger and the grocery stores still do good. And yeah, here's Main Street Capital. This is my monthly paying dividend stock. I think it's the only stock I own that pays monthly. And we're up 3% on them. Not a huge chunk, but we're up 3% on Main Street Capital. Here, I'll show you this real quick. Yeah, if you're looking for a nice high yielding play that appreciates in stock price, this one's well above its 2019 price. This is Main Street Capital, and they make so much money that sometimes they pay you twice in 1 month. So look at this. They normally pay you 25 cents a month, but right here they said or they paid you 30 cents. So you got that extra 30-cent dividend, which is crazy. So yeah, you get a 5.5% dividend yield here, not including the special dividends and the nice stock price appreciation. The stock is pretty close to an all-time high. So yeah, that's pretty good. Uh-oh. Wait, hopefully we're still live here. It says no data. Stream will end shortly. Oh. Well, that's not good. I think hopefully the stream's working. If it's working, then all right. Yeah, I cannot catch a break today. Let's look at TTWO. So yeah, Take Two Interactive. Um, uh, so yeah, Luke, what's up, dude? And we'll look at uranium after this as well. So yeah, here's Take Two Interactive right here. This is the company that owns Rockstar Games. So they own GTA 5 and GTA 6. So this company basically is about to release a game. They have this product they're about to release that's just instantly, as soon as they release it, it's going to make them billions. Like it's going to instantly bring them billions of dollars into the business. So you have an asset that's super, right now the numbers don't look good because they're investing so much in the business, but whenever they release GTA 6, it's going to be huge for Take Two. So I can't wait um, to see what happens to their revenue. But it's going to be a year Might be a year plus till we see that revenue because GTA 6 is being delayed and stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be one of the biggest games of all time. Oh yeah. Anyway, someone was asking me, yeah, if you guys got any stocks, let me know. Oh, thanks for this subscribe, Luke. I appreciate you, brother. He said, "Why did uranium get a bump today?" So yeah, Trump signed an order. He said he wanted to fast track nuclear energy reactors. And here, you know what? Let me go to the news tab. It'll probably just say it right here. Um, Trump wants to make nuclear reactors. Dude, this is yeah, okay, I guess here is it right here. This does not have the news. It does on Movement, but anyway, he wants to make nuclear reactors fast track them, and nuclear reactors are all powered by uranium, so all the uranium stocks are going up, and some of the nuclear stocks. Like if I head over here, the main way I like to invest in nuclear is through CEG, largest nuclear energy stock. They own 50% of the U.S. reactors, but it is tough to buy this one. I literally a month ago I was red on my position. They're up 42% in 1 month, and I'm up 45. I was just red on my position, and now I'm finally green on them, which is the good news. And they pay a dividend. Yeah, check that out. I mean, not a huge dividend. I mean, I'm getting $5 here, but still, it's a nice little qualified tax-free dividend, which I like. Let's see. Oh, EA stock. Yeah, so we were looking. This is Electronic Arts. So they own some games like Plants vs Zombies. Have you heard of them before? Like they own that game. So yeah, another gaming company. Let's check out the fundamentals here. So they have a dividend actually. Wow, 0.5% yield, 18% payout ratio. So they actually have room to raise it. So yeah, they're making easy 200 million plus in net income a quarter. Yeah, so this is an extremely profitable company. I like the fundamentals here. Pretty good balance sheet, dividend growth. And they maybe could get bought out by someone one day. I don't know. I think they own Skylanders too. I don't know. I have to. I don't remember all what games they own exactly. Should tell me right here. Oh, they own The Sims, Apex Legends, Plants vs Zombies, Madden, NFL, FIFA. Okay, so they actually. Oh yeah, I should know that. I'm gonna add them to my watch list. They have some really popular games. I own some Cameco. Oh, yo, that's CCO. Yeah, so dude, Cameco, um this is the Canadian uranium stock. So yeah, look at that. The stock's at an all well, actually, it says they're a US stock. I'm pretty sure this is a Canadian company, but they're US listed. Oh, no, that's the US price. So in okay, anyway, the stock has done great today. Look at that. They're up 9% on the day from the uranium news. So yeah, look at this. Half the revenue or there was an elimination that makes it look weird, but basically half the revenue comes from uranium. So that's the good news. If we look at the net income, right? Wait, yeah, let's check out the net income. So look at that. It is a little choppy, but still they're consistently making net income. They're making more money than losing. Really good balance sheet. Oh, so this is in Canadian dollars. We can look at it in US dollars. So yeah, they're making like 30, 50 million a quarter, and you get a small dividend yield, 0.2% dividend yield. But yeah, this new uranium should be a huge revenue driver because the US wants to stop buying Russian uranium and they want to start buying Canadian uranium. Thoughts on Best Buy? It's a dividend play. Yeah, Best Buy. So check this out right here. So let's check out the dividend here. So the dividend yield is a 5.4%. So yeah, they have a really nice dividend, and it says the payout ratio is an 87%. It might actually be lower than that because I think they had a one-time adjustment. So yeah, look at that. In the most recent quarter, they actually made like probably 500 million of net income, and it says they only made 117 million. So the payout ratio is a little lower than what it says it is. Cash from operations, wow, was 1.5 billion. I know whenever there was the tariff news, a lot of people went out and bought an iPhone at Best Buy like before the tariffs hit. The sales are down though. The sales are down 5, which isn't great. But yeah, wow, 1 billion of free cash flow that quarter, 1.3 billion. So hey, net margin, the three, yeah, that was the one time adjustment. Anyway, Best Buy, yeah, they're a nice dividend play. You probably won't outperform the market with that stock, but yeah, you get the nice qualified dividend. So yeah, this is my buy and hold portfolio, by the way. Yeah, hey, I appreciate y'all being here on the YouTube stream. If you guys got any last minute stocks you want me to look at, I'll check them out for you. Cause then I gotta go fix the both my TikTok accounts. I don't even think I can. One day they're just gonna be permanently banned, like for real. But let's check. But that's why I like YouTube so much. So yeah, let's check out my risk on portfolio. So we're down on the day in here. I mean, we're down all time. We're down 0.7% all time from like UiPath, Zoom, AMD. But Reddit's been getting hit hard pretty recently. My newest purchase in here is actually FUTU stock. This is actually my only Chinese stock. I do own one Chinese company, and that's this one right here, FUTU. And check this out. Here's why I own them. You won't believe this. This is crazy net income growth. It's at a record, you know. So anyway, I'm gonna make a video about them probably. Yeah, I got some Super Micro, Toast, Rumble, SoFi, some really risky stocks, and Sprouts Farmers Market. You know, Sprouts Farmers Market is up on the day because grocery stores do good in a recession, and whenever tech stocks go down, usually the staples and dividend stocks go up like this. I mean, this one doesn't pay a dividend, but they do whatever Walmart does. But this one's seeing a lot more stock price appreciation because of their margin expansion. You know, for grocery stores, you really want to look at that margin, and they grew their margin 33% year over year. I mean, that's impressive. So they deserve the hype around them, and the PE is pretty decent. So yeah. What's your end goal? Like, will you ever switch to full dividends? Yeah, whenever. So here's the thing. Here's why I don't have high dividends right now. I have dividend growth stocks because if I put all my money in Verizon, I would just reinvest the dividend every way. I'm actively putting money in the market every month, and it just gets reinvested anyway. So if I'm just reinvesting that money anyway and paying taxes, I'd rather just keep it all in dividend growth companies that should have a better total return in the long run and grow their dividend to the point where they will in 10 years have like 5% dividend yields or my yield on cost, all these stocks, even like Google, Meta, every stock in here pays a dividend. But when I do need a lot of high income, I'll sell all maybe I might sell some of my low low yielding names and switch to higher dividends like a Mo Altria and live off the qualified dividend one day. But for right now, since I'm reinvesting the dividend anyway, and I'm actively investing, I'm gonna just invest in what I think are the highest total return assets. And those are like these companies right here that I think like I Amphenol Group has been crushing it. You know, Amazon. I like Comfort Systems. You know, they're up, wow, 2% on the day. On a day where stocks are mainly red. You know, this is one of my most, I've been loading the boat on Comfort Systems right here. Like the definition of the most high quality company. And look at the dividend on this company. So yeah, like this is actually my largest holding. So my largest holding only has a 0.3% dividend, but look at the payout ratio. It's only an 8%. I mean, they can triple their dividend. They just choose not to. Well, actually, they raised their dividend every quarter. Look at that. It was 45 cents in the most recent quarter. Quarter before it was 40. Then it was 35. Then 30. So they're raising their dividend like quarterly. And then it was 25, then 20. And normally companies raise their dividend every year, but this one right here raises it quarterly. So yeah, they have a fast growing dividend and they do a lot of stock buybacks. This company actually just announced that they're upping their stock buybacks. Oh yeah, analysts just rose their price target to $500, which is good, but yeah, they just increased their stock purchase program to $450 million. They're going to repurchase 450 million of stock and the whole company's worth 16 billion. So they're buying back like 2% plus of the company, which is great. Or even more than that, I think. Altria is a great pick. Yeah, dude, MO, this is one I'll probably invest in when I need high yielding dividend income. That's a qualified dividend because Mo pays a qualified dividend. So it's tax free. So look at that. You get a 6.8% dividend with Mo Altria Group. And it's had a great stock price appreciation. So I wouldn't even mind buying this one at all time highs. But yeah, they have a safe payout ratio. Look at that, 61% payout ratio on them. So yeah, I'm sitting at 240 shares of SCHD and growing. Yeah, SCHD as well. Let's check them out. SCHD, they have like a 4% yield. So you get in SCHD only owns qualified dividend paying stocks as well. So you should get that 4% tax free. Yeah, you get a 4.02% dividend yield on SCHD. And it's a lot of Verizon, Coca-Cola. Dude, Coca-Cola's been crushing it. The stocks are like an all-time high as well. Yeah, Altria, ConocoPhillips. Yeah, there's Altria. It's fourth largest holding. Lockheed Martin, that's a nice high yielding one. Home Depot, Chevron, some oil stocks, some healthcare like AbbVie. AbbVie's been raising their dividend for over 50 years. You know, let me show you a quick thing about AbbVie that I really like. If you're looking to buy this one individually, 3.5% dividend yield on this company. They own Skyrizi. And check this out right here. The Skyrizi growth has been absolutely nuts. In 2019, this was nothing. It was $300 million. Now it's 11.7 billion. I mean, just incredible growth on Skyrizi. Business is up 70% year over year. They also own Rinvoq. What is Botox Therapeutic? Hey, that's up 15. Humira, ooh, this one's ooh not doing good. That one's down 50. So there's like a mixed bag here. Some are doing good, some are doing bad. So yeah, they actually acquired a company, a schizophrenia. I just messed up that word, but schizophrenia prescription company, and that's why the net income went negative last quarter. But yeah, just got off a notification. PM hit all time highs. Another. Oh yeah, dude. So Mo is pretty much at an all-time high. This is the company that owns Zen. If you've heard of Zen before, it's a huge growth factor. So yeah, look at this. That's this business right here, and it's seen a lot of growth. Look at that, up 15% year over year. So that's nice double-digit growth. Yeah, look, wow, it really blew up in 2023. It grew 35%. So yeah, they're seeing a lot of growth from there. Yeah, 3% yield on this company. The yield is low because of the stock price appreciation has been so high. So anyway. That's the stream. I appreciate y'all being here. Don't forget to drop a like for me. I'd appreciate that. Sorry for all the issues. I'm gonna go try and get my TikTok account fixed, even though, dude, both accounts got banned when I didn't even do anything wrong. I mean, I just can't believe it. I mean, I must be like I'm being like personally attacked or something. I don't even get it. So keeping some of my friends keeping the business of Zen alive. Hey, see you later, free me Seeks. See you later, K-Do. I'll see you later. Hey, I was about to tell you to DM me on TikTok, but I don't have it's I can't you can't because it's taken down. Shoot, hey, I want to message you something privately. Hopefully one of my TikTok account gets back up. I want to invite you to something. So anyway, I'll see y'all later. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Hey, good luck going into work. Have a good one, dude. See you later, man.